Player has great vision, he has great ice awareness, and he knows certainly where to put the puck on the tape in the offensive zone.
Okay, so let's look at the starting goaltenders for the game. This man's in the goal crease tonight. He is always acrobatic. We can expect more of that tonight for the home team. Nabokov's got the start. You know, if they like the goalie and they like playing for you, you stand a good chance to be strong, and that's the hope for the visitors. Another terrific night of hockey here. North Stars have the first possession.
Anchorage is firing on all cylinders, Doc. They've been piling up the wins with their great play and discipline.
Skated on back. Pitching it to Allen. Turns around back in his own end to try and get something better. Gains the zone. Got it at the point. Taken over now by Allen. Big drive. That hits somebody. Hands over to Allen. At the point with it. Picked up by the defense. St. Petersburg's in control of the puck in neutral ice. Got it in his own end. Gains the zone and looks over his options. You could almost count that one, but no. Shooting. He covers and holds on. He does his best to get out of the way, but he can't get out of the way now. We're throwing it down to Ray Ferraro.
Girard's had an excellent season so far. He's got a high winning percentage, way more wins than losses. He's made enough saves that gives his team a chance to get their feet underneath them when they don't play very well. But he's been pretty consistent this year. We'll see if the opposition can get somebody in his eyes tonight, make it difficult for him to see the puck.
He's in! Hangs on to that one, and he'll see a face-off right near it.
North Stars had an aggressive mindset throughout these last 10 games. They've forechecked extremely well. They've been aggressive and on the body. We'll see if they can impose their will on their opponent, who's played much the same way over their last 10.
Gets in. What'll he do? Off a body. Not a free puck now.
Let's hope that there's lots more going to happen here other than...
Terrific shot, but a denial. Can he generate something from there? Has it in his own end. Can he send it out? Anchorage is carrying it in their own end. Snapping a pass to Leduc. Moves it to the barrier at center ice. Good stick there, so the pass is not complete. Pitched right ahead through center. Great save. Fires. He scores.
You want to score goals, you got to get to this area of the ice.
The butterflies become a default position for the goaltender, Edzo, and while the shot is nice, he's down in that butterfly position way too quickly.
St. Petersburg's been able to break the scoreless tie, but can they build on this? And they take that neutral zone face-off. Puck is thrown to Allen. Nicely into the zone.
Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 45 seconds.
He throws it there. They can't find the target.
You have to give yourself a chance.
Great save in close.
A missed opportunity from this close in.
Terrific outlet pass. Mashed in. Girard's puck to play, so he does. Nice pass up the wing to Allen. A shot. Freezes play. win it. Point blast with a strong wrist shot. Shot, a magnificent save. And this period is over. Wow.
Every playoff game, our team store brings you our item of the game. Stay warm and stylish here at the rink with a scarf tonight priced at just $10. Make sure to stop off at any team store here at the arena. Pick up your
The difference in the game is just one goal, and it came late in that period. Will it springboard to something more in the second? We'll see, but for now, we go to break. First face-off of period 2. North Stars wheel it up the wing. Fires. Gathered up again by Allen. Shot. Outstanding save. What magic even to get there and get the shot off.
Not often you're all alone in front of the goaltender from this area of the ice. Great save.
On the paddled aside. Gathered up by Mogilny. Forcing attention in deep. He scores! Mogilny.
When you're in the low slot and a puck's on the backhand, you got to react quickly.
Enzo, just because you're in the butterfly doesn't mean you can give in to the shooter. You still have to move. He looked like he thought he was in perfect shape to make the stop and didn't have to move. Bad guess.
St. Petersburg's goal has given them a 2-goal lead now, and there's still a lot of time left in the game. We're still in the second period.
scored by number 89. Time of the goal.
Anchorage is setting things up in the defensive zone. Gets in, and he'll look over his options. Scooped up by Sagan. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. St. Petersburg's up the wing, controlling play now. Passing one off now to Allen. Lets it go. Oh, that one hit someone on the way. Makes that play deep. Carrying it in center ice. Into the attacking end. Moves to the corner. North Stars in their own end, controlling play now. Great stick work prevents the pass from being complete. Lets it go. Wonderful save. Oh, what a play. Back on his stick. They battle on up the wing. Oh, broke it up. Knocked off the puck. St. Petersburg's in possession now as they move up the wing. And so now a penalty will be handed out. North Stars lose a man for 2 minutes for charging.
All this player has to do, Doc, is not skate through the hit. Glide a little bit before you make contact with the attacking player.
And so begins power play number 1. Let's see if it's power play goal number 1. Anchorage has got a defensive zone win.
Time of the penalty. 12.
Directing that one to Leduc. Enormous hit.
Orlov's often the focus of other teams' physical play. He's going to have to pick himself up after he got trucked there. Fedun's skating ability gets him into position here to deliver a crushing hit.
And they've taken that face-off between the blue lines and won it. St. Petersburg's in their own end, lugging it along. And he's still got that puck up the wing. Feeds the point. Off his glove. He scores! Mogilny.
The goaltender had no chance stopping that puck with the quick release.
Enzo, he's in good position here, but the shooter's known to be a real accurate shooter. He doesn't have much room, and he doesn't miss it.
A little over 7 minutes left to go here in the second. Do you see a pattern developing here? They're up now by 3. Neutral zone face-off 1. Possession established here. Scorches one. Score! He got iron with that shot.
LeDuc's roof tickler goes in from the high slot.
The goaltender thinks he's in great shape here to make the save. This is a perfect shot delivered to the inside of the goal post. Sometimes you get the bounce, sometimes you don't. This time the shooter got it.
Anchorage is trying to crawl out of the hole they dug for themselves. They're back to within 2 here. Lots of time to go. We're in the second period. And that's a face-off win.
Scored by number 8, Ledoux.
Onside.
By number 7,
Lets it go.
and by number 7.
Puck covered, whistle blown.
15 minutes.
LeDuc's played so well for the last little while. His point streak is stretched out again. Guys, you've been talking about him all night, and we've seen why he's been such a prolific performer.
Big face-off win. Fires, and he missed it.
Oh yeah, now he's going to check his stick.
Score! They're back to within 1.
No hesitation at all. He fired home that wrist shot.
The passer recognizes that he's got to get the puck up in the air, but he displays sweet hands as it goes just over the stick and lands flat on the ice.
Anchorage has got a 1-goal deficit to work on now. Maybe get it even before the end of this, the second period. They've won the face-off.
He's 25th of the season. Scored by number 61.
And it's napped by Voino.
Number 23 and by number 10.
St. Petersburg's controlling play now up the wing. Lets it go. Oh, what a save. He brought his best shot, and it got stopped.
Allen's had an outstanding season. Every time it seems he gets a chance to score, he's able to finish it. And that's all with being the focus of the other team.
Clean win on the draw. Pitching this one to Allen. And they are in. Lets it go. Score! And the game is even.
I got to tell you, Doc, any chance I had to go to the backhand, I did.
Nabokov's covered the bottom portion of the net, but he leaves too much room for the backhander to beat him up top.
North Stars have gotten this game tied. Can they break it before the end of this second period? And they've won the neutral zone faceoff.
Scored by number 10.
Anchorage is looking to head man up the wing.
Time of the goal.
Chip to Allen. Big drive. Save. No team worth its name is going to let that go.
Usually when you see shoving and pushing after a whistle, it leads up to something bigger, and I mean a lot bigger.
And we get a penalty here. The referee strides over to hand it out. These two squads have both gotten a minor.
Well, there was one penalty called on the ice, and then a second one, not a good penalty there. They would have been on a power play.
Another important draw. This time, they're 4 against 4. Good clean win.
Number 11, 2 minutes for roughing.
Players tired, about to get a rest as we go late into the second period.
Time of the penalties.
Allen's had a marvelous offensive season. Whether it's on the power play or 5-on-5, he's been able to deliver for his team. And as a result, he has among the highest point totals in the league.
Quick work on the faceoff. Takes it to the corner. Shoots. Wonderful save. It didn't look like he had a thing to shoot at.
Not a lot of room to score from in that area. Great save.
win the draw. Got that one ahead at center ice. He's in his own end of the ice now. And what's up? Gets across, looks over his options. Oh, a close call there.
When the puck sounds hard, when it hits the end boards, that means you've missed the net. Scoring chances handed away.
Oh, he made him stumble. Fires! Not through. Great pressure. 6 remaining. Collected now. 2 seconds and 1. And the period comes to a close. Wow, what a finish.
Everything old is new again. If you wear your vintage jersey to our next game, you'll receive a coupon for a free burger.
Allen's shot became his goal. It tied the game, and we had to break. Third period underway, tie score. A good stick there, so no complete pass. Slid to Babila. Gets in. What'll he do?
He's been snake-bitten, Doc. He's still looking for career goal number 1.
St. Petersburg's controlling play now in the defensive zone. In all alone. Has it picked up. North Stars are looking to make a play out of their own zone. Shoots! Outstanding point-blank save.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area. You got to find a way to put it in the net.
Orlov's got it in his own end, headed towards center. Carries it to the corner. Shot. Big point-blank save there. Can't get a shot on. Propelled to Allen. Good place to shoot from. Held there for a face-off coming up next.
Allen's been a really responsible player for his team. He has among the highest plus-minuses in the league. But to have that, you've got to be able to produce at both ends of the ice.
Good clean win on the draw. Takes it right back. Hammers one. Cruises to the slot. Skating up the center zone wing.
Allen's already produced. He's back on the...
Great save. What a distraction. A little over 7 minutes have passed. Game tied at this point, 3 goals apiece. Nice face-off work. Now it's directed to Allen. Gains the blue line. Breakaway chance! Score!
To be cherry-picking in behind the defense, and it worked. He found himself on a breakaway.
Burrows with a nice dish across to his teammate. He's able to finish the play off.
North Stars have scored an important goal. They now lead by 1. There's still time left, but the advantage so far has been with them in time of possession. Allen's got another in a long list of face-off wins. Lets it go. A good, solid shot, but a strong stop and deflection out of play off the goaltender. Quick work on the face-off. Around through the corner. Possession now on the pickup by Allen. Looks from the corner. Looks ahead to start something. Marches on a cross. And sent down to Allen. And he will go back with this one. Decides to skate it back toward his own end. Into the end of attack. Solid work there by Sagan. Good shooting place. St. Petersburg's got possession in the defensive zone. Nice tip of the pass. Puck loose, now picked up.
I'm not so sure any of the coaches want this game to be played like it is, but there is no slowing the scoring down. There's been great goals, bad goals, and a few in between.
Got that in the trapper.
What a glove save. He showed him the glove and he took it away.
There's one more game left on this long homestand. We hope you'll be here to enjoy it. And if not, Ray, Eddie, and I will be here to bring you all the action. Over 3 minutes remaining. We had a tie game until just moments ago. It's a one-goal contest. Trying to go to Antongs. Nicely into the zone. That play goes offside.
Oh, you know he's happy, guys. He's sitting there on the bench. He's got a couple of goals in his back pocket already, but you know he's thinking about number 3. What an achievement that would be to bang in one more.
They win the draw and will now set up an attack. That one comes right on his stick. Not very long, but good. Tries to get it on net, and a save. Last minute to go in the third. That play went offside. A face-off win. Let's see what develops. Enormous collision.
Leduc's not strictly a finesse player. He uses the body to his advantage quite frequently. Leduc's able to close the space where the forward thinks he's got some open area, and then he lays a thunderous hit on it.
Face-off win, and now what will they do with it? And it is icing on this play. Oh my, it'll come right back in their end for a critical face-off. One last risky attempt to get back in this game. You pull the goalie, put an extra man out, and you should win the face-off or you're in trouble. Puck grab, they've got it ready. Muscled long to Zubris. Hammer. Wrist shot. Sticked away. Shoots. Terrific save with no reaction time whatsoever.
You talk about cutting down the angle. Perfectly executed by the goaltender.
He had the puck with enough time, but he took a gamble on the empty net from his own side of center. He missed it, and now the icing call is made, and the faceoff will come all the way back down to his end.
A big win. Let's see what happens. Terrific save. Terrific opportunity. Does not get any more dramatic than this. 4 feet by 6. Yawning open at one end, hoping for an advantage at the other. Anchorage is skating it back in their own zone. Moving it to Allen. Net open. Score! It's his 3rd goal of the game. A hat trick.
Empty net goal will send the fans to the exits.
I'll probably put a bow on this one, Edzo. That'll be it.
has got the win, and their winning streak keeps going.
With that win, Doc, they found themselves with a tighty streak intact. The wins just keep on coming.